If you know anybody who shops and looks at labels, whether it's for non-allergenic milk or allergies against peanuts or just wanting non-GMO food, they'll be looking at the label and they'll be looking at the back here to find out about stuff. That's today, but in the future, it may be just a QR code. The government is trialling QR codes as the access for information in the supermarket and in the shops for people wanting to know what's in their food. It's a very bad idea, and I'll tell you why. You may like QR codes, but not everyone's got a working phone, not everyone's got a smartphone, not everyone's got a connection that works or can get a signal where they are. There's a lot of reasons why computerized electronic messaging of what's in our food is not good enough. And we know that because the Americans did a trial over 5 years ago. Deloitte did a publication for the USDA that showed that actually people were very much at disadvantage by just having allergy and other communications about products on a QR code that you have to visit in the store rather than on the packet. Labeling on the packet works, but to actually trial removing of labeling and having it only available as a QR code or some electronic version is a real threat to food safety, consumer choice, and it's all being done to make it easier for supermarkets to enter into New Zealand and sell overseas products here without meeting the compliance costs. Not good enough, guys. If I want to know what's in my food, I want to be able to look at it. That works for most people, not everybody. But putting it into an online only version, which is what this trial's all about, is a real step backwards. It seems like a step forward, but is actually taking away information that should be readily accessible. At the end of the day, what we've got is kind of working. When you go into the supermarket, you kind of know what's on the shelf. But if you do care about the right to choose, the right to know what's in food, the integrity of our food supply, please write in against this trial. As I say, the US guys have already done this trial. It shows a disadvantage to the consumer. I'm worried that the government doesn't care about that. It's so busy trying to get overseas businesses to look at New Zealand. It'll almost do anything, including selling out New Zealanders. A trial of a QR only code on our food would be a disaster, because not because it's a trial, but because they'll push it, because they already know the answer. It doesn't suit a lot of people, but they don't care. You care. Please make a survey answer. It's not really a questionnaire, it's a survey. Do you care about this trial? Do you think the protections are good enough for this trial? They're not, guys. Write in.